So when we have a oo or u sound in the middle of a word, here's what we're going to do. You're going to try a single u first, and if it works, stop, you're done. And you will know it works because there's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. However, if you're spelling the oo or u, usually the oo sound, in the middle of a word, and there's 2 consonants after it, that's when you use the oo. So the rule is for spelling oo in the middle, try a u first. If it works, perfect. If not, use a double o. Okay? So let's practice. Let me share my screen. There it is. All right, let me blow this up a little bit. So just as a fun fact, OO can make 2 different sounds. It can say oo or u, usually, no, it won't say u, it'll just say oo, the long sound, most of the time. I'm going to give it a good 65% of the time. It will also say the sound. It spells We don't have a single letter in our alphabet that says like look or book, that sound. That's why we have, another reason why we have that oo. And that's probably about 35% of the time. I'm just kind of guessing. This one is more common, but this one is also common. Okay, that's where those percentages came in from. They're both common, but this one is at the top is more common. So when you see an oo, it is most likely going to say oo when you're reading. More than once in a while. Sometimes, about 35% of the time, according to me, it will say In this lesson, it's always going to make that long U sound and say oo. So this first word, we have that oo right here. And then that A at the end spells the sound, represented by that upside down E symbol. So our sounds are a hard C, k, oo, p, koopa, koopa. C and G will always make their hard sound unless I teach you otherwise. We're going to have a whole lesson on that. Their hard sound is k and g. Okay, that's the most common sound by far. So go ahead and try reading your word over here. Make sure an R sound doesn't sneak in after that T. So this OO is spelling that oo sound. A at the end says always. We love an always rule in English, don't we? So we have t, oo, p, tupa, tupa. Kind of reminds me of toothpaste. Tupa. Maybe not. All right, number 2. Here's that OO spelling the oo sound again. Here's that A spelling the sound again. And we have a 2-letter consonant blend. Make sure that you pronounce it as it was intended and don't let it change into a sloppy j. DR, as in the word drum, can sometimes change into a sloppy JR sound. Drum, drum. But let's pronounce it, since we're in reading class, the way that those sounds were intended to be pronounced, with a hard d and then r. So we have d, oo, n, d, drunda, drunda, drunda. What would yours say over here? So here this OO says oo. This A says So we have f, oo, n, d, frunda. There's another 2-letter consonant blend. Frunda. And that's where you want to make sure that R is pronounced and not omitted accidentally. Frunda. Frunda. Not an easy word to pronounce. Let's try number 3. Yeah, let's try number 3 together. So this U is going to say It's short sound because there are 2 consonants after it. This double O will make the long U sound most of the time, and an A at the end says So our sounds are hard G, G, U, S, U, N, A. Glasuna, glasuna. Now, what would that word say if it had only one S? Now this U changes from its short sound to its long sound and says oo, because now there's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 taps. I love how Tanya put that as taps. I'm going to use that. So now we have glue-suna, glue-suna. What would it say without one S and without the L? Now it's goosuna, goosuna. What would it say without the G, without the L, without the U, and without the A? Soon. That's a real word that you'll recognize now that that O makes the sound that we are practicing today. Ooh. All right, so now try number 3 over here on your own. I love Tanya's accent too. I'm blessed to be able to hang out with her sometimes. She comes to the U.S. often, and her and I get to meet up. And when we are together, she gets all of the attention because of her beautiful accent, her South African accent, which I'm, more than happy to have her have all the attention. Well deserved. All right, so our number 3 here, this SH is going to make a quiet sh sound. This U says because of those 2 M's. It's making its short sound. It's the same sound as this schwa sound at the end that also says Same sound, different spellings. And here's that O that spells the long U sound and says oo. So our sounds are sh, oo, p, So there's a lot of letters. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sounds. Remember, we dot sounds, not letters. We read sounds, not letters. The letters simply represent the sounds. It's all about sounds. So we have shamupa, shamupa. How'd you do on shamupa? Give me a Y or an A in the Q&A, please. Y, yes, you got it, or A almost for shamupa. Okay. Now, try it with only one M. Now what does it say? Shumupa. Because now that U has another vowel in the next 1 or 2 taps. I love how she put that. Taps. Shumupa. What would it say without the M and without the H? No, it's sumupa. Sumupa. Okay? Try this number 4 right over here. Any reason why the double O is pronounced differently in different short words? Book versus soon, boot versus moon, food versus cook. Yeah, it's that O spelling the long U sound versus the sound. Those are the 2 sounds. Why? I don't know. I bet there's a reason that I would probably do well to research and find out exactly why, what the word origins are, what the history is, why O is pronounced as sometimes. We don't have that letter in our alphabet, that so the O spells it. But this one is going to be most of the time. This spelling of that O will be still some of the time. But I'm glad that you brought that up because I think I will add that to my list of things to learn. All right, so this OO we know is going to say oo, just because that's the sound that we're practicing in this lesson. We're practicing that long U sound for that OO spelling. It's its most common sound for that spelling, and since we're in U month, that's the sound that we are practicing. And then this U is going to say because there are two consonants after it. And A at the end pronounces the schwa sound and also says So our sounds are sh, oo, n, d, blending, shunada, shunada. How'd you do on shunada? Give me your Y or an A, please. Y, yes, A almost. Shunada. Okay, good. Try number 4 over here. What would this one say? So we know this OO is going to make the long U sound because that's the sound that we were practicing in this lesson. And then that U in the middle right here will make its short sound because of those two consonants after it. A at the end always says one of those rare always treats for the English language. So here we have k, l, oo, m, p, klumapa. Klumapa. Let me know on klumapa. Did you get that one? How'd you do on klumapa? Okay. A lot of people did not get klumapa. How can I make that easier? How can I make that klumapa? Let's keep practicing. Put a number down here on this extra practice that you would like to try. The short U in the middle is kind of difficult. Klumapa. Oh, gotcha. Added a D. Okay. After the letter M, it was difficult to blend the U sound. Gotcha. Thanks for the explanation, everybody. That helps a lot. I'm going to go nice and slow on these next ones. Okay, we have requests for 7 and 8. Let's try 7 first. Everybody try it on your own first, and then I'll come in after you. It's kind of twisting my brain, thinking it should sound like a long U instead of sounding like an A, like an Oh, gotcha. These are, U is just kind of brain twisting in general. So you're not alone, and it's understandable. All right, we're on try number 7. I have a feeling somebody prayed for my lungs. Thank you. They're just fine now. All right, this U is going to make its long sound because of the tap 2 roll. This U will make its short sound because of the tap 2 roll. This OO is going to make its most common sound oo. A at the end says Sounds p, oo, n, s, t, oo, d, blending them together one at a time. Per, prue, prune, pruna, prunus, prunust, prunastu, prunastude, prunastuda, prunastuda. Please, I'm dying to know, was that a Y or an A yes or an almost? How'd you do on prunastuda? Yay. Prunastuda. Wow, that's a lot more A's than, a lot more Y's than the last klumapa. Let's try number 8. There's still several A's though. Don't worry, you're not alone. Try number 8. We got the hardest ones, don't we? Make sure a P sound doesn't come in after the M. Did you get that TR as intended? All right. This U is going to say ooh because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. Taps away. I like the taps. I'm going to try to get used to saying that better. This U is going to say because that's what U's say. That's the short sound when there are 2 consonants after it. This OO will say ooh. Let me make that better. Because that's what it says most of the time. And then this A at the end will say because that's what A says at the end, always. So our sounds are k, ul, oo, s, not letting a P sneak in right here. T, oo, d, All right, this is a doozy, so I'm going to go one sound at a time. Cull, clue. So far, so good? Yeah? Cluse, clusa, clusum. So far, so good? Clusum. Let's get the T. Clusumt, clusumter, clusumtru, clusumtrude, clusumtruda, clusumtruda. How did you do? I'm dying to know. Can I split the word between the M and the T? Yes, you can. That is exactly where you would split that word. Clusumtruda. All right. Yes, almost. Yes, I got it. Yay. Yes, almost. Yes, yes. Brilliant. Clusumtruda, the hardest one on the page. Now, you know what? Before I let you go, come back up to this number 4 right here. And read this one. A lot of people had trouble with that one. Read it one more time for me. Yeah. This O is going to say ooh. This U will say That short sound because of those 2 P's. A at the end says also. So we have k, ul, oo, p, Klumapa. Klumapa. Yeah? You are making it through U month. We are almost, can you even believe that? We only have a few classes left for U. Where is the time going? I'm going to have to start Christmas shopping here pretty soon. But you are mastering U. U is a tough vowel, but you're getting it. You came. You came and you spent a half hour with me, so that, or an hour if you came from spelling, so that that long and short sound of U will get more ingrained into your long-term memory, and then how to recognize the spelling of those sounds based on where they are in the word and the letters that are around it. So it's getting there. It's getting sunk in deeper and deeper. All right, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you on Wednesday. And thanks for the prayers for my lungs. I know you said them. Bye, everybody.